Major Mohommed Ali Shah with us on the broadcast. Major Shah, of course, we were waiting for these visuals to come of the visit, and the Prime Minister is now at the Mahamaya Devi temple in Lumbini in Nepal.
Absolutely, Devika, and it is the Prime Minister has his itinerary planned, and after that he'll be meeting the Ministry of External Affairs of Nepal as well, and of the government officials. So these kind of visits are very essential. They are required. It's like you making a social call to your friends. Why I am explaining this in this simple language is so that everyone gets it nicely. So you keep in touch with your school friends, your college friends, people you've studied with, your old friends basically. So it's very important to make such kind of visits, such kind of calls. It only helps in strengthening ties, relationships, understanding. And now even our adversaries for that matter will look, China will think 10 times, 20 times. They'll know that Nepal has always been a friend of India. There is no point, they cannot put poison in their mind. And that will not work. So a friend like Nepal, we will stand by Nepal, Nepal will stand by us. And we are like brothers, absolutely, Devika.
Absolutely, Major Shah, at the same time, of course, this entire visit and the route, it was planned in a way to, of course, highlight and promote Buddhism. As we've mentioned earlier, it's given us an opportunity to discuss, because of the Prime Minister's visit, the ties that we have, the historical and cultural ties and the linkages that we share with Nepal. Is there now, slowly, do you feel a realization that soft power or soft diplomacy is in fact extremely crucial in the coming decades?
Of course, it is crucial, Devika, and that is what China was trying to do. They were attempting to do, but they were not successful to a large extent. But yes, it is very essential. I have friends in India, I have friends in Delhi. A very, very dear friend of ours, Sri Rupa Mitra. She practices Buddhism, she chants, it gives her peace of mind. And why not so? We are all at liberty to practice our religion, and a lot of people are taking to Buddhism because they are seeing some sense in that, obviously. So, and yes, this is something about promoting Buddhism. And in fact, when we talk about Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs, Christians, we miss out on Jainism, we miss out on Buddhism, because they are very minuscule sect, right? It's not that prominent, but yes, they should be given their prominence. They should be spoken about, and a soft diplomacy, as you mentioned, Devika, plays a very, very crucial role. In fact, in diplomacy, why just religion? In fact, even how the diplomat's body language, how he shakes hands, how if he would give a hug, how he meets and greets, all that is observed and taken into consideration in the larger picture, Devika.
Absolutely, Major Shah, you've heard what the Nepalese MP has had to say, but I just want to understand from you, and if you can just shed some light on this for our viewers as well, the fact that the Prime Minister decided to land in Lumbini and make this, make this visit on both Purnima, all of these little things actually do make a lot of difference, and they do matter.
Absolutely, Devika, they really, really matter a lot. It's very simple, like wishing somebody on the birthday or on the anniversary. And even better would be, what if you wish somebody on the birthday at 12 at night, at 12 a.m. So it makes a difference. Wishing somebody a birthday at 12 a.m. and wishing someone a birthday at 1 in the afternoon. Wishing someone a belated birthday and wishing somebody a happy birthday. Very big difference. It makes it, and you are absolutely right. These things really matter. Now, wishing somebody on a birthday with a birthday cake, or wishing somebody with empty-handed, again makes a difference. So the route that he has charted, right from the place where Gautam Buddha born as Siddhartha, he was born in Nepal, of course, and from the time where he got his moksha in Uttar Pradesh, the entire route, it has made a very big difference, and it is very, very significant. And it also shows how thoughtful of the Prime Minister and the Secretariat to plan a visit and the Nepalese government, of course, in conjunction together, to plan this visit in such a way. So yes, it has made a huge difference in the long run, Devika.
Okay, let me rope in Major Mohommed Ali Shah back into the conversation. Major Shah, Pankaj Das there from Nepal, he just spoke a little bit about the fact that somewhere there is also a realization amongst the people of Nepal, amongst the citizens of Nepal, that they do not want to go down the same path as Sri Lanka, because we've been hearing in the recent few weeks about some sort of economic problems in Nepal as well. There has not been much clarity from the Nepalese government as to what's happening, but something is brewing. So amidst what's happening, clearly the support of India and the fact that India's actions have always spoken louder than its words, all of this means a lot to a country like Nepal.
Absolutely. I think Pankaj Das was bang on there, and Sri Lanka is a lesson, it's a case study for all the nations who ultimately would be getting closer to China, even for Solomon Islands for that matter. Solomon Islands, which is getting closer to China now. So yes, and Nepal and the Nepalese people do not want to go. Who would want to go in a path of destruction, in a path of poverty, in a path of totally self, when you know that road will lead you to self-destruction? Nobody would want to do that. So yes, there is a realization in Nepal among the people, and I spoke to a lot of Gurkha troops as well, Jawans from there, from Nepal, and they're saying, "Sir, we know very well that China will ultimately, making friends with China, they will be hell to pay. Pakistan is going to pay a price for that, and they are going to pay very, very heavily." So yes, people of Nepal realize it, and they know who will stand by them ultimately. It's going to be India, who has proved it time and again that India stands with everyone. In Afghanistan, we proved it when Taliban took over Afghanistan on 15 August 2021. We rescued people from Afghanistan who were not even Indians. Sheikh Hasina from Bangladesh thanked India when we rescued people, students from Ukraine. Pakistani students were putting the Indian flags in buses. So yes, India is a very, very reliable ally for anyone to have. We are very reliable people. It's there in our genes. So yes, Nepalese people are right when they come forward and they want to rectify what had happened earlier in the past in 2020 when Mr. K.P. Sharma Oli, his government was very pro-China. And that was very, very important, because at that time, the entire area of Limpudura, Kalapani, Lipu Lake, that area, if China would have taken hold of that area strategically, they would have been on an upper hand, on an advantage, which would not have been good for India at all. So yes, when we actually make friends with a country like Nepal and Nepal makes friends with India, it is always beneficial, a win-win for both, and both love and respect each other.
Absolutely, and thank you so much, Major Mohommed Ali Shah, for joining us this morning to give us your perspective on this very important visit of the Prime Minister in Nepal.